Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Nanny Faye Chrisley's Worcester home abandoned. Where is she? Nanny Faye Chrisley remains popular among Chrisley Knows Best fans, and when they discovered that the Worcester home seemed abandoned, the discussion turned to Todd Chrisley's mom and where she stays. However, the family is involved in real estate, so it's hard to keep track of their homes. Some Chrisley Knows Best family homes. When they moved to Tennessee, the family lived in a home that they paid $1.6 million for. Fans saw it for a bit, but in 2019 they purchased the Brentwood mansion. Recently, it was sold for a profit. Meanwhile, Savannah purchased a condo which she sold. She also owned a home in Franklin, TN. It is believed that the Worcester house is owned by Chase Chrisley via a trust, but it's thought that Savannah lived there for a while. At one stage, Nanny Faye Chrisley stayed in Savannah's Keats Street home, but she moved out after it was sold. However, nobody knows where she moved to. And as someone on Reddit pointed out, the Worcester house seems abandoned, though she doesn't live there. Nanny Faye Chrisley lives in Florida. We reported in March that Savannah posted a reel on social media that revealed her grandmother moving out. As she didn't say where she was moving to, some people started guessing. Previously, fans heard that the older lady wanted somewhere without stairs in it. Chrisley Knows Best fans concluded that Nanny Faye Chrisley possibly moved into a home with Chase in Florida. That occurred after someone saw him on a TikTok live where he claimed that he and his grandmother were moving to Florida. What happened with the Worcester home? The OP on Reddit who discussed the home thought to be owned by Chase or Savannah wrote. In the comments, people wondered where Nanny Faye Chrisley moved to, and the story about Florida arose again. But it's interesting that more people discussed the house on Worcester. I think Worcester house is Chase's, as I seem to recall him posting pics of it. The Carist brick house Todd and Julie were renovating near the end of the series sold in March for $3.3 million per Redfin. Nanny was living in Savannah's house on Keats St, but it was listed as sold on 4/8 for $1.257 million on Zillow. I knew they sold one house, guessing for legal fees. Surprised they would let it just sit. At least get a tenant in there. Regarding the whereabouts of Nanny Faye, one Chrisley Knows Best fan said, nestled in the quiet backroads of Worcester, Nanny Faye Chrisley's home once radiated the warmth and charm of the beloved matriarch of Chrisley Knows Best. The white painted brick walls of her small but inviting home once echoed with laughter, visits from family, and of course, her signature wit. Now though, those walls sit abandoned, shrouded in an air of mystery that has left her fans and neighbors wondering, where is Nanny Faye? It's a question that has only deepened with time, as sightings of the 79-year-old Southern firecracker have become rarer. Her home, a quaint structure that had been her haven and a place of love for years, is now eerily silent. The once manicured garden, lovingly tended to by Nanny Faye herself, is overgrown with wild flowers and unruly ivy. The front door, which used to be wide open to welcome guests, now stands closed, as if it guards a secret only the empty house knows. Nanny Faye's presence used to light up every room of the house, filling it with a contagious energy. Friends, family, and neighbors would drop by just to see her, drawn by her humor and endless stream of stories. The aroma of freshly baked pies and hearty Southern cooking would waft out of her kitchen, inviting even passers-by to indulge in the warmth that was her hospitality. And on Sundays, without fail, the faint sounds of her favorite gospel songs would spill from the windows as she hummed along. Now all that remains are memories echoing through the empty halls. But where is Nanny Faye? Some speculate she's gone off to spend time with family, needing a break after the hardships her family has faced. Others whisper that she may have moved in with one of her children, looking for companionship in her later years. And then there are those who insist she's taken to the road, embarking on a cross-country adventure, a final hurrah for the woman who could never sit still for long. Rumors swirl, but no one seems to know the truth. The Chrisleys have always been a close-knit family, standing by each other through thick and thin. And after her son Todd's legal battles and the media frenzy that followed, Nanny Faye's absence from the public eye became all the more curious. Known for her loyalty, it was rare for her to be apart from her family, especially during challenging times. But perhaps that's why she chose to leave her Worcester home. Maybe the weight of everything had finally taken its toll on her. Some locals claim to have seen her, disguised in oversized sunglasses and a large floppy hat, boarding a plane headed for Florida. Her infamous bingo nights and casino outings, a guilty pleasure she's never denied, have become the stuff of legend in her social circles. Her friends say she has always had a wanderer's spirit, and if anyone were to disappear for a while to chase excitement, it would be Nanny Faye. But those who know her best aren't entirely convinced she'd leave her beloved Worcester so easily. There was a comfort in that old house, a place where she collected decades of memories and relics from a life filled with laughter and love. For Nanny Faye, leaving her Worcester home would be like leaving a part of herself behind. Curiously, some locals have also mentioned an unfamiliar car seen parked outside the house on several occasions. A sleek black sedan that contrasts starkly with the down-to-earth charm of her home. Its appearance sparked whispers about mysterious visitors, speculations that perhaps someone else was connected to her sudden departure. Could it be that Nanny Faye's disappearance was planned? There's even talk of her old friends in Worcester trying to piece together the clues she left behind. In her last public sighting, she wore a necklace she rarely took off, a gold locket with a small diamond set in its center, a keepsake she cherished deeply. Some think she may have left a message hidden within, a final clue as to her whereabouts, but that locket, like Nanny Faye herself, seems to have disappeared without a trace. And then, of course, there's the other, more whimsical theory, that Nanny Faye simply grew tired of the attention. Known for her sassy one-liners and love of a good laugh, maybe this whole disappearance is just one grand adventure, a playful joke she's pulling on everyone who's followed her over the years. After all, it would be the ultimate twist from a woman who's always had a bit of mischief in her. The house itself adds to the mystery. Inside there are subtle signs of a quick departure. A jacket draped over the back of a chair, her favorite tea kettle left out on the stove, and her reading glasses resting on the coffee table as if she might reach for them at any moment. But everything else, her family photos, trinkets collected over the years, and even her collection of bingo cards, is undisturbed. It's almost as if she left with every intention of coming back, but simply didn't. Still, the abandoned house carries a warmth that lingers as if waiting for her to return. Neighbors say they occasionally hear faint sounds coming from the home, the creak of floorboards, the echo of a distant laugh, or a faint light glowing in the window late at night. Some believe it's Nanny Faye's spirit, somehow tied to the home she loved so dearly, unwilling to leave it completely behind. In the end, no one knows where Nanny Faye Chrisley has gone, only that her departure has left a void not just in her house, but in the hearts of those who adored her. Perhaps, wherever she is, she's sitting back with a twinkle in her eye, chuckling at all the rumors and tales that have arisen in her absence. She may be sipping a sweet tea on a sunny beach, laughing at the mystery she's left behind, or planning her grand return with a flourish that only she could pull off. Until then, her Worcester home remains as she left it, a silent tribute to a woman who embodied warmth, humor, and a love for life that no amount of time or distance can diminish. And as the town waits, wondering if they'll ever see her light up those halls again, one thing is certain: Nanny Faye Chrisley's legacy in Worcester will linger long after her footprints have faded from its doorsteps.